Hello friends, welcome to Testing Talks Latest. Today I am going to explain what is the difference between assert and verify in Selenium. Assert will be used for the verification of the string and boolean values from the test with the expected values. Whenever the mismatch occurred, test will be failed, and verify will be used for the verification purpose only, but test will not fail when the mismatch will occur. So the test will be continued. So this is the main difference between assert and verify. Subscribe my channel for the latest interview questions and tutorials. I am going to explain the difference between assert and verify practically in this video. So let me create a test and run our test by using assert and verify to see the difference. I am going to create a class verification to see the difference between assert and verify. Name for the class given as verification. And using a test annotation, I am going to run our test. I am going to create a method with void return type, giving the name as verification of conditions. Let we import our test annotation and define WebDriver with name as driver and assign it to null. Now let me import WebDriver and assign driver as new Chrome driver. Let me import our Chrome driver. I am using Selenium 4.3 so that I not use system.set property. So using driver.get, I am going to give the URL for our website, demo websitessimplest.com. As part of this, I am going to search for the books and click on submit. ID for the search box is small search items, so that I am using element clickable, which will return web element method from custom methods, which will be useful to wait for the element until the element is exist, and it will wait until 60 seconds, so that I am using this method to return the web element by passing the ID. So let we use verification method, wait for clickable, and I am using custom methods to define in other class and fetch all the methods. Assign it to new custom methods for initialization. Let we import custom methods. So custom method start wait for element clickable and use the IDs. We need to pass both driver and by ID for return the element. Let me give the name of this element as element search. let me import web element. So here we are define our element for input search, and we are able to search with the text using send keys method and searching it as books. And let me see what is the element identification for search button. It has a class button first, one search box button, and input type submit. I'm using the class for searching it. So let me take copy of element search and making it as button search, and modify the id to class name. So now button search should be clickable. Once click on search, we are going to see the results and verify the result text too. As we see, it is a different page, and we need to assert the text for the result. As we are waiting default for the web elements, so there is no need to be worry about the waiting like explicit wait for the elements. So we need to compare the expected title for this result as no products are found. And let we define a web element for result. I'm giving the name as element result for this, and passing the class name as result. And we see class for this is result. So let we assert our expected and actual results using assert equals. This is the expected title, and actual title is the get text of the element result. Let we use try catch for catching the exceptions. I'm printing exception using system.out println. Get message used to print the exception. Here we need to close it with semicolon. This is the script for assert with past condition. Let we execute our test and see the result. I'm transferring our verification test under test folder. Let we run our test from test folder with the name verification. Run as test.ng XML. Our test started running. Browser has been opened and it has opened our URL. Books has been typed. there is a problem with clicking search button. Let me debug it. So I'm going to modify this as input type submit because class name matches are there as per the message. Compound class names not permitted. Let we change our class name specified for this button. I'm using XPath for this with input type submit. Let we run our test and see the result. This time trychange.com is open and search is happened. No product were found that matched the criteria. Let me see, it is passed. So our assertion is passed. So now I'll make small mismatch with the assertion text so that conditions will be not matched. I'm giving no AA products. Let we run our test. This time test will be failed. Test started running and browser got open. Clicked on search. Let me see the result. Failures with the assertions. So this is the problem with assertion, but it will be help in debugging. It will stop the execution whenever something is failed, and that is what needed for finding the bugs in the execution. If you use verify such as if and verify the both values, this will be don't stopped and test will be passed with the message about the failure. So I am using if for verification. This is called as verify method. If expected title equals the title, then a condition about system out println saying expected verification title for products matched. So this will be about matched condition. If you use logger, we'll write logger.info. This will show our test is passed by writing logger.info. If you use the plugin logger, so we'll write expected verification title matches and test will be passed. So if mismatch is found, what happened? It will try to log report as logger.error, else logger. error. If you use logger, you can write like this and you can see the error, but test will be continue to pass. Test won't be stopped because of the title mismatch. So since we are not using logger, we are going to comment it, but this is how it will work. Test will be passed even mismatch has been occurred, and there will be a message for us about failures. So match does not occur. Let me run this test and see whether our test will be passed or not. Since assertion will fail based on the mismatch, verify with if and else won't fail the test case. It will be pass the test case. Our test started running. Let me see the result. As we see, test is passed. So whenever we want to fail the test and report the bugs based on the failures, we can use assertions. In regular frameworks we use assertions, but where does the verify formats will come? Verify will come in a case where all the test cases should be executed without failure conditions happened or not. We'll use the verify. I'll give one example for verify where I have used. In a framework for one of the cargo application, we have defined complete scripts, all the scripts in a single framework and single page. In this page, multiple links are there, multiple pages are there, but even though one link with different pages got failed, also we had to continue the different links for verification to see whether all the pages are working or not. So such cases, if it is a single script, we should not stop the execution, so that we used verify. So as per the requirement, we will use assert or verify, but most of all in many frameworks we will use assert, which will be very easy to find the bugs, and in certain conditions we'll use verify. This is about assert and verify, friends. Subscribe my channel for the latest tutorial questions and tutorials. Thank you.